Really, what that tells us more about the broader story about EV demand and the fact that it's not living up to those initial expectations.
Honda and General Motors are no longer working together on the plan to develop electric vehicles. You heard it right. The automotive industry is reeling from the startling announcement that General Motors and Honda are suspending their collaborative efforts in EV production. Come, let's analyze the news. Honda's CEO, Toshihiro Mibe, has stunned the automotive industry with the immediate shutdown of their EV division, a move that has left competitors like Ford and General Motors in disbelief. Mibe, a vocal opponent of EVs, advocates for a cautious approach to electrification, emphasizing the ongoing value of internal combustion engines. His belief is that political leaders should not impose expensive EVs on the middle class. Surprisingly, in the wake of Honda's decision, other major automakers are now following suit, announcing halts in electric vehicle production. After studying this for a year, we decided that this would be difficult as a business. So, at the moment, we are ending development of an affordable EV, Honda CEO Toshihiro Mibe said. GM and Honda will search for a solution separately. This project itself has been cancelled. Honda did not immediately respond to a request for comment on the cancellation of the plans. At the time, GM and Honda said they expected to begin production of millions of these affordable EVs by 2027. Yes, in April 2022, the car manufacturing companies first announced the plan to produce the EVs like compact crossovers starting in 2027. The two giants had previous collaborations in 2018 and 2020 on battery module redevelopment and another joint venture for the development of two EVs expected to be launched in 2024. GM and Honda will share our best technology, design, and manufacturing strategies to deliver affordable and desirable EVs on a global scale, including our key markets in North America, South America, and China, GM Chair and CEO Mary Barra said in a news release at the time. This is a key step to deliver on our commitment to achieve carbon neutrality in our global products and operations by 2040 and eliminate tailpipe emissions from light-duty vehicles in the US by 2035, Barra continued. By working together, we'll put people all over the world into EVs faster than either company could achieve on its own. The decision to shut down the deal comes amid a united auto workers strike in the US against three major automakers, General Motors, Stellantis, and Ford. The strike has now gone on for more than a month, with the shift to EVs a major focus. Despite meticulous planning, the cost effectiveness and demand for these envisioned EVs did not align with market realities. Honda CEO Toshihiro Mibe acknowledged the business's untenability, while GM spokesperson Sanaz Marbly affirmed the mutual discontinuation of the EV program. This backtrack isn't isolated to GM and Honda. Ford's experience mirrors similar hurdles, as exemplified by the lukewarm market reception to its F-150 Lightning. Sales have dipped, with price and customer reticence toward electrification being significant barriers. With sales faltering, Ford is postponing a multi-billion-dollar electric vehicle factory to reassess and hopefully rejuvenate its approach to the EV market. Despite these setbacks, Ford's commitment to electrification persists, with projects like Blue Oval City in Tennessee moving forward. GM and Honda aren't severing their partnership. The forthcoming Honda Prologue and joint autonomous vehicle ventures like Cruise Origin remain indicative of their shared commitment to EV and autonomous driving innovation. GM warned earlier that it can no longer say whether it will achieve its forecast for $14 billion in profit this year, blaming the United Auto Workers strike because it's made the company's financial future too difficult to predict. Costs are mounting on the order of $200 million a week due to work stoppage-related costs, on top of $800 million already, the carmaker said. Their goal was to assemble EVs that would be priced below GM's planned $30,000 Chevrolet Equinox and similar future offerings from Honda. By joining forces, GM and Honda were betting on reducing battery costs faster and developing EVs at prices that rivaled market leaders Tesla and BYD Co. GM and Honda had been deepening ties to share development costs and increase sales. The automakers have been working together on hydrogen fuel cells since 2013 and are collaborating on EV batteries, gas-powered vehicles, and self-driving technology. GM spokesperson Sanaz Marbly said in an email, "After extensive studies and analysis, we have come to a mutual decision to discontinue the program. Each company remains committed to affordability in the EV market. GM and Honda are not completely abandoning their mutual partnership. The two companies worked together on the Honda Prologue, the Japanese company's first long-range EV for the North American market, set for release next year. Honda is also an investor in Cruise, the driverless car operator that is a wholly owned subsidiary of GM, and GM and Honda co-designed the Cruise Origin, a purpose-built autonomous shuttle that is set to make its debut in the US next year and Japan in 2026. Since the automakers first announced the partnership, the outlook for EVs has dimmed due to higher costs, lack of infrastructure, and slower than expected consumer demand. But the decision to scrap plans for more affordable EVs is sure to deepen worries about the future of the EV market in the US and abroad. Tesla's price cuts, shrinking profit margins, and softening demand have kicked up a hornet's nest of anxiety about the massive shift to electric vehicles that's currently underway. And that anxiety is being reflected in a number of the big players' moves, including GM's recent announcements about longer wait times for its upcoming slate of electric trucks, and Ford's move to temporarily cut one of the 3 shifts at the factory that builds the electric F-150 Lightning. Many analysts are wondering whether the auto industry bit off more than it could chew, especially with all the uncertainty surrounding the United Auto Workers strike. The new GM Honda EVs were supposed to be priced below the upcoming 2024 Chevy Equinox EV, which GM has said it would start at $30,000. Most EVs on the market today are more expensive than their gas equivalents, though EV sales numbers are still ticking up as more models become available. The average sale price of an EV is still higher than the average gas-powered vehicle, but it is slowly dropping, thanks almost entirely to Tesla's price cuts. In July 2023, the average price Americans paid for a new EV was $53,633. In August 2023, the price fell by $257 to $53,376. Harrison said that cancellation of the program is not connected with our plans to introduce a next-generation Bolt. However, GM CEO Mary Barra referenced to the Bolt as a better option when discussing the cancellation of a $5 billion capital commitment for entry-level EVs during an earnings call Tuesday with investors. Our prior portfolio plans included several newly designed vehicles in the entry-level segments and a capital commitment of $5 billion over the next several years, she said. However, by leveraging the best attributes of today's Bolt EUV as well as Ultium, we will deliver an even better driving, charging, and ownership experience with a vehicle we know customers love. Current Chevrolet Bolt models start under $30,000 without any EV incentives. So, what do you think about this sudden planned cancellation? Is there something else behind it? Comment down your thoughts. Hit the like button and subscribe for more.